Hello, Fear the Mere Cat here. Hope that intro works. And welcome to another episode of my Let's Play of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is called a Poe, named presumably after Edgar Allan Poe, the writer of horror stories. I'm quite a fan of Edgar Allan Poe, I have to say. I like his weirdness. But yeah, all of the ghosts are called Poe. I don't know why it says you've rescued... not you've rescued, you haven't rescued it at all, what does that mean? But no, it says you've destroyed Poe the ghost, and all of the ghosts are called Poe. Doesn't make that much sense to me. They kind of swing their lamp at you, and if you Z-target them, they just sort of move back into the wall. They just sort of disappear when you can't see them again. Now, the door that I've just opened, you can go into if you want. It's got a chest with, I think, bombs or something like that. Something I have plenty of and don't really need, which is why I didn't go in there to show it off. Because you also have to destroy what I think is another Poe. Well, that might be later on, it might be a Deku Scrub. But going through this door here is much more useful. Now you can catch those Poes in a jar. Their spirit sort of hangs around. And it's just a sort of face floating above the ground. And you can walk up to it. This is after you've hurt it, you've destroyed it. And you can put it in a bag, but bottle, but there's no point right now. Bags and bottles and so on. And let's get this right. Okay, you have just gotten the bomb bag. There. Now, there's a way to get down there without getting hurt, and that was not the way. It does get me down there, but it also hurts me. So, a lot of times I made mistakes in the last episode and this episode. It's just around this part of the game there are a lot of things I have to do that require good timing, and I suck at computer games, as I said before, so there we go. But yeah, we've finally got the bomb bag, and we've been able to see this chest with the bomb bag in this room all of this time, and we haven't actually been able to get it up until now, and now we finally have it, so that kind of feels good, I think. You have to be on the very edge here for the bombs to fall into the right place. They have to fall into those eye sockets, or very, very close to the eye sockets. This really does remind me of Conker's Bad Fur Day. Any of you who've played that, and you really should, if you haven't played it yet. Trust me, one of the best computer games ever. But, yeah, there's a bit where you sort of open a massive dinosaur's mouth in quite a disgusting way. Much worse than this. And then you have to go through its mouth, if I remember correctly, and this bit just reminds me of that. I think that hole in the ground is if you want to avoid these green things here. Don't hang around after you've defeated them because they do blow up. But yeah, I think you can probably hide in that hole made of stone there if you want to just wait until they burn to the earth again. I don't know what the weird sound in this corridor is. But yeah, I wanted to show off the dungeon map now. So, as you can see, this is the map. The skull is the place where the boss of the dungeon is. The two sort of wooden looking things that look like they've sort of got a lid on them are crates, not crates, chests. I don't know if it lists just the open ones or the unopened ones, but that's what they are. You need to be careful in this bit, especially if you're using Z targeting, to not accidentally end up in that fire, because it will hurt you, but it will also burn your shield. As you can hear, there's a gold sculpture up here. Anyway, yeah, when there's only one lizard like that, one lizard foes, and it can't really jump off anything, then there's no harm in Z targeting it, and that allows you to do a jump slash. This is very helpful. Now these things are annoying. I believe these things are called Stalfos Knights. You can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. If you're wrong, I can feel free to correct you, I guess. But yeah, if you bomb them once, and I think bombs are the only things that can destroy them at this point in the game. If you bomb them once, then they start hopping around like crazy and turn red like that, and there's not a lot you can really do about it. You just need to bomb them again. So they're annoying things, really. And they're annoying in every Zelda game in which they appear. They've appeared in pretty much every one that I can think of, apart from some of the handheld ones, and maybe Majora's Mask. I'm not sure if they were in that. You know, it's actually quite annoying because I've been playing ahead a bit. I'm actually now quite a lot farther through this game on the non-Let's Play playing of it, if you see what I mean. And I've actually realised that I miss quite a few Skulltulas, which I have now recorded myself getting. And I'm not sure if I should bother going back to get them or not, because they're not actually that useful, but it's irritating. I could have gotten this gold Skulltula a couple of weeks ago when I first started playing ahead of the point I'm at now, and I didn't. So I was talking a little bit about how I felt about Majora's Mask as a game, and I just have one more thing to add to that, which is two things I don't like about it are the time travel element. I don't think that worked that well, but also I think there's too much to do. There's too many side quests in Majora's Mask. It's too complicated and far-reaching, and I just get overwhelmed when I'm trying to play it, especially since there's a 3-day time limit on it. So there are things you can do about that, but I know it's kind of weird for me to say that because I was sort of praising Link to the Past for doing the same thing, but I think with A Link to the Past there's a feeling that you don't have to do the side quests if you don't want to. It's just to satisfy your curiosity, and for some reason with Majora's Mask I got the feeling that there was a great deal I was missing out on whenever I play it. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, you know, wow, I'm an hour into this and I haven't even stopped myself from being stuck as a Deku Scrub yet, and I'm only sort of in the first village, if you see what I mean. Now dinosaurs are cool, and this is a fairly cool boss, I think. You need to remember to strike it with your sword after you've thrown a bomb into its mouth. There were smaller versions of this earlier on where you can throw a bomb into their mouth, but I didn't do it that way. They were the fire-breathing things that you've seen in the last episode. But yeah, this is just kind of a dinosaur. I don't know why it opens its mouth like that. It doesn't suck you into it or anything. I really can't see any advantage it has in revealing its one weakness to you. He has bombs! The last time I opened my mouth, he threw a bomb inside my stomach, and that blew me up. I know what. Despite the utter lack of advantage it gives me, I will open my mouth again. I'm sure this time nothing bad will happen. Actually, considering how stupid it is, I'm beginning to change my mind about this being my favourite boss. Then again, it has a pretty cool death scene here. See that? That is a classic death scene. If the death scene can be said to be classic, then that is it. And somehow the lava instantly cools, which I don't think can happen, scientifically speaking. Ah well. I actually recorded this in 2 bits because I didn't know how long it would take me to complete the dungeon. I just decided to do it in 2 parts, edit them both together, so there had been a slight sort of overlap problem with the edits there, but never mind. I haven't edited out a lot of that earlier bit. I like the way that he accidentally knocks Link to the ground by trying to kind of pat his head like that. I really like Dairuni. He's really got kind of I don't know, fatherly aspect about him, I think, but he's kind of a bit over enthusiastic, I guess. It's kind of like, no, he's more like an older brother. That's what he reminds me of. I like the way it does this. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but at least you've got the spiritual stone. He could mean anything, you know. I guess I've nothing else to say about that. Ah well. seen this several times, but it's still funny. And despite that, you're still going straight to the Goron City, because we have more stuff to do there, even if we get accidentally crushed by the Gorons trying to hug us. Anyway, you'll be going out there later, but not quite yet. There's also a thing that you can blow up on the side of the cliff here to get rupees, but there's just rupees in there, and there's no point at the moment, because I already have 99. Actually, it's kind of silly. There are far too many rupees easily available in this game. Way more than you actually need. Anyway, this section in the Goron City I have edited a lot because I messed a lot of things up. Alright, I want to show you how to do it right. Okay, so go down to the ground floor, like that. Well, yeah, that's the ground floor. No, that's the first floor. Go down to the first floor, the one above the ground floor, and this needs to land when he's with his face smiling in order for you to get the heart piece. And I think it's random. I've tried to spot a pattern for when to throw it in, but there really isn't one. And you need to do it a lot, and you need to throw them from the right place to get proper accuracy. In my opinion, it is possible to throw them from other places, but I really find it easier to get the accuracy if you use the bombs instead of the bomb flowers. And you can get the timing better that way. So now you need to, well, just follow me. As I say, I've cut out the bits that aren't really useful. Like going through there, there's no point in going through there for another 6 years. So now, I was thinking about what to do, and I decided once I got hit by him that I might as well take care of him. So that's why I'm doing this bit now. I thought I edited it out where I made the mistake and ran into him, but apparently I didn't. So you need to get the bomb in the right place here. That's the key. It's quite hard to do that with the right timing. Now, if you get him when you're not in this bit with the roof above it, and wow, he is massive, and I'm sorry that you're staring at his arse. I can't control the camera angle here. But yeah, if you do it anywhere else except in this little section, then he just gets annoyed with you. So apparently he's called Hot Water Goron. Anyway, now travel to this floor again, the first floor. As you can hear, that's the Lost Woods music, and this is the entrance to the Lost Woods, so that you'll be able to go back and forth now without those blocking you. And technically, once you have the bombs, you can do that from the other side, but since I was there, I might as well do it from there. So yeah, now you go to the top floor. Keep up, pay attention. Get these out of the way. It is possible to climb over those ropes to the right, but there's not that much point. Now, for this next bit, you need to get the path right. So I will show you the right way to do it again, and cut out the bits where I blew up the wrong stones, because if you blow up the wrong stones, then it doesn't leave a path open for you like this. So, and you can't blow up those more metallic looking ones, the grey ones. Now, these 2 chests here hold rupees, but I've already got 99, so I won't show that off. So, we'll just get the sculpture instead. I don't know how many that is now, but we'll find out in the next episode. And speaking of which, we're almost at the end of this episode. So, in the next episode, I will be completing some more side quests. I'm afraid it's that time again. Before heading off to Zora's domain at some point. But for now, I'll just let you enjoy the final few seconds of this episode, and I will see you next time.